Alright, hello folks, TGIF. So we're going to continue with some World of Subways 2. Been streaming the last couple weekends, and I think I'm starting to get the hang of it, so I'm just going to continue with trying to refine and get more practice and make sure we got our routines down. And I think if this particular play session goes well, I'm going to look to probably pick up World of Subways 4 next, which is basically the New York subway system, and see how that goes after this. But yeah, tonight, World of Subways 3, Berlin Underground. So I'm probably just going to do a couple timetabled scheduled services as a warm up. And after that, what I really want to do is kind of go through some more of the mission types, since we know now how to actually complete missions. And but we're going to start with some timetable scheduled services as warm ups. Hey, Daffies. Eichstein, bitte. Something like that? Okay. That's, I'm trying to remember which one that is. That's the all aboard one, right? Something like that. Yes, okay. Oh, what do you know? I might be actually learning something. How you doing, Deffers?
Einsteigen bitte.
There it is. That's the one. Doing alright? How was your week? Soggy. We had, not the one I wanted. We had a lot of rain here this week. Matter of fact, my job had flooding. So they, the last 2 days, including today, they told us to work from home because our parking lot was flooded out. Because we just had so much rain here this week, everything's just saturated. So luckily in my job I can have I can work from home. But, yeah, weather here has just been very, very, very bad this spring. I mean, a lot of rain, flooding, tornadoes, just craziness, you know. So, but I'm doing all right otherwise. Just a lot of weather-related chaos.
Einsteigen bitte.
Luckily, no flooding at home. But I mean, we've had like highways closed and train tunnels closing and stuff because of flooding. It's just been bad. I mean, my best friend texted me earlier and asked me, how we were making out here from the weather. And he told me where he is, basically they had highway closures, stuff like that. So, I don't know, it's just been really bad from that standpoint.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
No leaky roofs now, luckily. The house itself has been good, which is definitely the most important thing. How about you? How you been making out? How's your week?
Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte.
Weather's been nice. Work was okay, can't complain. Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw you were streaming OMSI earlier in the week, but I think it was after my bedtime. So sorry I missed it. I saw you had the OMSI replays like the day before.
Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah, it has been a while since I saw you doing AMSI though.
Südstern. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
I'm glad to hear you had nice weather out there. At least. Better than ours, that's for sure. Although it did finally clear up here this afternoon. Sun came out and we're supposed to be getting a good weekend weather-wise, so that'll be good. Especially since I really got to cut the grass. It's been growing like crazy with all that rain.
Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Oops. A little too much speed. But I'm probably working this weekend. You are exactly correct. I actually am. Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I worked from home the last couple days, and I got to work again the next couple days. So. But hopefully not full days anyway. We'll see how things go. But yeah, somewhere in there I got to get all my, my chores mixed in, and we'll see.
Ausstieg links. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
But you know, what can you do? You do what you gotta do.
Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
So other than streaming AMSI, did you get any gaming time in offline? Play anything else?
Zur S-Bahn. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte. Grenzallee. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten
Hey, Scott.
alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Welcome. Steffi says, no, not really. Mostly just watch streams. Okay.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Good to see you again, Scott. How was the rest of your day? Doing okay? How's the day? Day's okay. It got better. We finally did clear up as far as our weather goes. So, suppose I have good weather the rest of the weekend. I hope so. I hope it stays that way. All right. So, see what kind of report card we get. Maybe summer sale. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for the summer sale. All right, 90% on the report card. Woohoo! That's a good one. See, 100% ran the schedule. 100% stopped at stations, voice announcements, everything else. What did I miss? 90% on correct speed limit. I blew a speed limit somewhere. Completed everything else. Looks good. Do you buy the switcher? Scott said no chance. Won't be a discount for a few, yeah. Yeah, after watching Schnauzer Powers play it, I think I might get it eventually, but only on discount. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't fix ATC and access on NEC. But I think I would like the cab car. It'd be nice to have something new to play anyway on NEC. But it's just kind of disappointing they didn't make the fixes that they should have. But I don't know. I guess they figured the American routes aren't as popular as the European ones, so why bother, right? Kind of giving a short shrift over here with that. Alright, so yeah, everything is much better here. And, I finally figured out why I found it so hard to stay on schedule. Because originally the first week I played this, it was because I wasn't driving fast enough. But then last week we played it, and I still was having trouble staying on schedule, driving at speed, because we were getting a lot of lights that were throwing us off schedule. And I finally figured out what the problem was. So the problem turned out to be the settings, believe it or not. So if you go into options and you go into game settings, what I found out, long story short, is that it was these activate AI settings. Yeah, pesky settings, right? Because I found out that, reading a little bit online, that the AI settings affect apparently the traffic signals. So as it's simulating AI, it will change the signals to kind of accommodate AI trains going in other directions. So doing some experiments offline, I kind of figured, well, first I played without the AI at all. That worked out okay. And then I kind of did combinations of this activate AI and this other one that says simulate AI in both directions. And I figured out by turning that off, I ended up getting more favorable lights. So that ended up being what seems like the problem. So now as long as I leave activate AI on, I'll still see, AI traffic going in the other direction. But when you read this, it says simulate AI in both directions. So I assume that's what it meant. AI traffic going in the opposite direction. But I don't think that's what that means. I think what that means is they'll hold you in place while AI trains use your track, And maybe it means like AI trains are supposedly ahead of you and things like that. So as long as activate AI is set, you'll still see trains going in the opposite direction, which you would think that's what this is, but it's not really what it means. So as long as I keep this one turned off, it seems like now I get lights that are more favorable and I can stay on schedule more. So yeah, just trial and error during the week. I figured that out. Lost in translation. Yeah, probably so. You're probably right, Daffy. Somehow. So, all right. All right, so I'm going to do another scheduled service timetable mission going basically the same run, but going back the opposite direction now. And I'm going to switch trains. I'm going to go to the H01. I did the first one in the F90 just to try to stay in practice. And now I'm going to try the same thing in the H01. Okay, so I got 4 cars here. Oops, okay, that's right. But yeah, I guess this is a German developer, so I guess some things are potentially lost in translation. But yeah, we're slowly whipping it into shape. And I'm kind of getting it to the point now where it's just about as enjoyable for me to play now as World of Subways 3, because I'm getting all the options set and figuring out all the ins and outs of it, so I'm getting the hang of it pretty good now. I'm starting to like it. I mean, I liked it. Once we got the train moving, I liked it right away, but I'm starting to figure out all my frustrations with it now. I'm starting to make it behave the way I want it to. All right, let's see. 1, 2, that. And let's see, we're going to Mackenbrücke. All right. And let's see, we're doing to the platform at 19:35. We got a couple minutes. Yeah, so it's starting to be worth the whopping $6.99 US that I paid for it. All right. Hang on. What was I gonna do? X, there we go. Oh, you know what? Also, I found out over during the week, because I was doing some reading about this particular train model. Because this is, it turns out this is the H-type. This is not the most recent one. They actually replaced this. It's still in service, but this one has also been replaced with now a Class I. So this is a Class H. They replaced this with the Class I. But I found out what they call like this, where it's pretty much like a seamless connection between cars, and you can run basically all the way through the train now. This has become a more common thing. Matter of fact, the newest generation of New York subways apparently now also have this. This is called a gangway connection. So I was reading about it on Wikipedia a little bit. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this is becoming pretty common. Matter of fact, the newest line of trains on the London Underground also have that. now. But I thought that was interesting because at all the train sims that I've played so far, I never saw that type of connector. That kind of, walk, from one end of the train to the other, kind of that free flow. I never saw that before until I started playing this train. And yeah, that's apparently pretty common. Or it's becoming more and more common anyway. But yeah, they call it a gangway connector on trains, and actually I also found out what I've been calling the bendy buses, like it's the same type of connection. They have a name for that too. They call that I have to remember what it is now because I kind of forgot. They call that an articulating bus, but it's the same. It's the same type of setup. But they say they use those on buses
Einsteigen bitte.
because it actually allows the buses to hold more passengers. They have more capacity set up that way. Thanks for links. Oh, no problem. Yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting because I never really thought about those buses. I mean, we even have those in our local metro here to use them. Especially in the city, you see a lot of them. In the downtown areas. But from what I was reading there, they said that there are a lot of advantages to using those buses.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
But the biggest disadvantage is the drivers need special training for them. So, I guess it's not, those things aren't easy to drive, so I guess it's not the kind of thing that just anybody can drive those buses. But yeah, this is the first type of train I saw, constructed like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Neukölln. Übergang zur S-Bahn. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Hey, Lone Star. How you doing?
Einsteigen bitte.
But I would really like to see an update for London Underground, whether it's a new game or even really if they put that in Train Some World. I mean, those new trains look pretty slick on the London Underground.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Lone Star says first break in rain in probably a week. Yeah, same here, Lone Star. It rained all week long. I mean, in heavy rain too. We had a lot of flooding rain. So the sun finally came out today, and we're supposed to have a nice weekend here. So I hope so, anyway. How's your week, Lone Star?
Karl-Marx-Straße. Ausstieg links.
Overshot my marker.
Einsteigen bitte.
Yeah, TSW could use some underground, and hopefully when Lotus ever gets released. Oh, okay.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
What's Lotus, Staffis?
Rathaus Neukölln. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Lotus is basically IMZ3. Ah, okay. But with better support for rail. Oh, okay. Lone Star said, here to support and lurk. Okay, thanks, Lone Star. Thanks for dropping in.
Zurückbleiben bitte. Hermannplatz. Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
All right, quick stop and go.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah. But now that stock does look pretty slick. But if you look at some of the pictures on that page there, you can see that it has the same thing with the gangway connectors in the between the cars. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I would like to see some of that stuff make its way into Train Sim World too, or Even just another, you know, third-party game like this, that would be nice. Maybe time for World of Subways 5 on a modern engine, you know? That would be cool.
Südstern. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Agree. BRB, okay, Duffy's.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg links.
Damn it. Dump my brake.
Einsteigen bitte. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Hey, Donna. TGIF, how you doing?
Mehringdamm. Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts. Zurückbleiben bitte. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
You're well XCOM tomorrow night? Yeah. Planning on it anyway. Oops, what'd I forget? Nothing. I put it this way, I hope so anyway, Don. I do have to work this weekend. It's one of those weekends. So I got work Saturday and Sunday. But I am planning on XCOM Saturday.
Übergang zur U1. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Hey, Schnauzepaars. Welcome. Seems like you work every weekend. I just about do, Donna. Your perception is correct. It's just how things are at my job right now. It's just, just not something I want to dwell on right now because it's just gonna harsh my mellow, you know. Hey, Beastly Cat. Schnauzer Power says floor still dry. Yeah. Sun came out. Schnauzer Powers and stayed out this afternoon. So looking like we might have a nice weather weekend. Yeah, it has been a while, Cat. How you doing? All right, anything else? I think that's it. All right, let's see what our report card looks like. 82%. Okay. So we had a 90% on the last run. So slight regression there, although we're still running 100% to schedule, so that's good. Good deal, yeah. Alright, so yeah, 100% to schedule. All other ratings are 100%. Still 90% on the speed limit. Somewhere along the way, I'm missing like one speed limit transition. Past 3 weeks been rough, okay. And then I made a control mistake just before the end of our service, and you get penalized when you hit emergency braking by accident, so that's what I did. So I guess between... Well, that I think is the main reason I got a little bit lower grade on this one. But still, 82% is a B, right? B minus. 90% of the last one was an A. Schnauzer Powers coming in with the 100 biddies. Thank you, Schnauzer Powers. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna run another scheduled service or two here. So I think I'm getting my practices down pretty good. In terms of operating these two trains. Basically, Cat says you're going to head off to bed. Have a good stream. Thank you, Cat. Appreciate it, man. And whatever's going on with you, man, I hope it gets worked out, and I hope you feel better soon. And if not, drop in again soon, and we'll do our best to cheer you up, man. You know, for a couple hours anyway. All right, have a good night, Cat. All right. So anyway, we're kind of whipping our regular service into shape here. So I'm just gonna run another couple short services, and then I think I'm gonna jump into a mission. After that, been looking at a couple missions during the week, so I think I'm gonna try to do one or two of those. When is my next day off? I don't have a scheduled day off right now, Cat, for a couple weeks. I mean, Schnauzer Powers, rather. Because I gotta work Saturday and Sunday. Then I'm back to work Monday. I was off this past Monday, but that kind of wasn't like a fun day off. I was off because I had a medical appointment. Anyway, but like I said, I'm not here to do a downer stream. You know, we're here to kind of find some fun time, right? But yeah, life is adulting is hard, right, y'all? So adulting is hard. It's just how it is sometimes. Start selling Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, that would be okay, except there's a lot of competition in this area. And to be honest, Daffies, I don't know if I trust myself to sell cheesesteaks. I think I'd eat half my inventory. I'd eat right through my profits. Snazzleplayer says, got that toot message going and get that toot message going and cruise down the rails. Yeah. So, let's see my setup. All right, is there anything else I need to do? Yes, headlights. Snazzlepies likes that joint.
Zug nach Rudo. Einsteigen bitte. Zug nach Rudo.
Let's see. Danglandy said, you've been to Philly in the late 90s. First time on an ECW event. Oh, okay. That was a great holiday. Oh, nice. Snazzle Power said, toot message. Touchdown? Okay. The people look like statues. Yeah, they do. That's exactly what I say, nudes.
Zug nach Rudo. Einsteigen bitte.
Yeah, I mean, because this is one of the older games in the World of Subways series. Whoa. I fell off the platform. There we go. So, unlike the later games after this, the NPCs aren't animated. So they don't actually do boarding and, and debarkation animations or anything like that. They just literally stand like, like statues, So. Yeah. Buy snacks, says Nudes. I'll hook you up, Nudes. What you want? Nudes, you seem like you'd be about them healthy snacks. I had to buy you like a bag of celery or something. True Philly cheesesteak on Schnauzer Powers bucket list. Oh, it's worth it, Schnauzer Powers.
Zug nach Rudo. Einsteigen bitte.
The hype is real. They are magnificent. All right. Let's see. Light is green. Let's go.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Nude says all the chocolate. Most of the time, but you won't pass up chocolate. Okay. Most of the time meaning healthy snacks. Gotcha. That's good. Yeah, I still have quite the sweet tooth, so I try not to overindulge it, but when I do have, you know, a taste for snacks, it's, you know, other than fresh fruit, for example, I'm not really gonna really load up on snacks.
Johannesthaler Chaussee. Übergang zum Metrobus. Ausstieg links.
But, you know, I'm the type that likes, like, you know, piece of cake or a slice of pie or something like that, you know.
Zug nach Rudow. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Andy says, sorry, you're a bit tired. It's already 2 a.m. there. Oh, okay. Kojo's a donut man. I like donuts. I like donuts. My absolute favorite is cheesecake, though. But I have cheesecake maybe only a couple times a year. Usually on special occasions, like I'll have a slice, you know, on a special dinner, you know, for dessert. Or I'll have, you know, have some on my birthday, something like that.
Lipschitzallee. Ausstieg links. Zug nach Rudow. Einsteigen bitte.
You like cheesecake too, Duffies? Dude says cheesecake is the best. Yeah.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
But it is rich. So, you know, it's not the kind of thing you can indulge in on any kind of regular basis, but it is my favorite. Hey, Bam Bam. How you doing, Bam Bam? Day's going okay, Bam Bam. How about you? Tired of all the rain and stuff. I'm sure you guys are getting that there too, right, Bam Bam? I mean, we've had like flooding conditions here pretty much all week. It's been bad.
Wutzki-Allee. Ausstieg links. Zug nach Rudow. Einsteigen bitte.
Bam Bam says, yeah, I figured you are. I mean, because everything we get pretty much goes straight to you. Schnauzer says down in the Keys they got lime cheesecake. Oh, I don't think I've ever had lime cheesecake, Schnauzer.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
I've had a lot of different varieties. I mean, to be honest, my favorite is just plain cheesecake. But yeah, I've had, chocolate cheesecake, marble cheesecake. I've even had a surprisingly good thing that you wouldn't think would be that good, sweet potato cheesecake. Which is absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, if you guys know Patti LaBelle, the singer,
Zwickauer Damm. Ausstieg links.
she actually makes sweet potato cheesecake. I think she has a bakery or something. She owns a share in a bakery that makes it.
Zug nach Rudow. Einsteigen bitte.
I remember one of my ex-girlfriends, she actually got it for me for my birthday one year. And it was absolutely awesome.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
But I don't think I've ever had lime cheesecake. That would be new. But I like key lime pie, so, probably be nice. I'd certainly give it a try.
Rudow. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Alright, so looks like we're on time for most of the route, but I got out of that station just a little bit late. I don't know if that's going to count against me or not. Be interesting to see. I mean, we arrived on time, but will it penalize us for, departing late? I don't know. Probably not. It shouldn't, I don't think. But still learning, so we shall see. And I'll catch up on chat as soon as we shut this sucker down. Because I'm really trying to concentrate and make sure we can run schedules on time here. Because last couple of weeks when I after I started streaming this, the toughest thing was just to do on-time services for some reason. And as I mentioned to Daffy's and Scott when I started the stream, I finally figured out it was in the settings. So without going into all the details, I think I have a combination of settings now where basically I'm not getting ganked by the traffic lights, because the traffic lights is what was holding me up last week. Did I did. The previous week, it was just because I was driving like somebody's granny, and I wasn't driving fast enough to stay on schedule. But now I'm comfortable driving on speed, at speed. But last week, it was just the traffic lights weren't working with us. Ran the schedule 83%. So I missed something. Speed limit only 70%. 87% overall grade. So grades are getting better. That's better than our last run, but still not as good as our first run. Our first one, the overall grade was 90%. But the one mistake I had made was I didn't maintain 100% on correct speed limits. So I'm still missing something in the tunnel where there's a couple speed limits I'm not hitting properly. But other than that, I think our overall grades are getting better and better. So definitely getting the hang of it. So getting better. Look out, Berlin. And U-Bahn is looking pretty breezy now. Yeah, getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it. I think our services are starting to get on the same level that we're running World of Subways 3. So almost getting routine. I'm starting to get the options whipped into shape. So I'm starting to, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, starting to get my money's worth out of this game. I feel like it anyway, you know. Starting to have a good experience. My fat whopping $6.99 US out of it. But yeah, it's pretty good for an older game, you know, an older graphics engine. I'm having a good time with it. I think it's pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'd been looking at some of the missions that we have here. So we did figure out how to finish a shuttle service. Although we didn't actually finish it last week, did we? If I remember correctly, Daffy. I think I spad at the end, or I did something at the end and I screwed up the shuttle service. So you know what? I was going to do something else, but I feel like I owe the audience actually a completed shuttle. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's run the shuttle. See if we can actually finish it on stream this time. Oh, nice. So it gave us the H01 rather for our shuttle service. So that is one thing in this game about the mission types. They give you your train randomly. You actually can't select the train type yourself, which is kind of lame. Unlike the scheduled services. Scheduled services, you can pick whatever train you want. But with missions, it's randomly assigned. Although if you don't like the train they give you, you can usually just quit out and come back in. It'll flip you to a different train. I mean, there's only 2 trains to choose from. So that's not too bad in that regard. It's just kind of, you know, it's kind of odd that they didn't give you the choice. Schnauzer Power says, do you like the F90 better now? Yeah, I like both of them, Schnauzer Powers. Yes, the F90 is the older one. It's the one you were... Oops. I didn't open the door. It was the one you were asking me last week if it was the vintage one. Or the heritage one. Yeah, this one is the H01. So... I had posted in chat a little earlier. Yeah, that one's the Class H. That's the one I'm driving right now. But the Berlin Underground... Actually, this one has also been replaced now by a Class I. So this is the Class H. This one replaced the Class C, which is... Or the Class F, rather. Which is the one... The F90 that's in this game. And after looking at some articles about it online during the week, both of them are very accurately modeled in the game. So I'm impressed by that, you know, this being on an earlier engine, you know. But this now has also itself been replaced by the Class I. But all 3 of them are actually still in service even right now. So And then I'll repost this Schnauzer Powers that I had posted earlier. That they also have the new S stock that's on service in the London Underground, and I would really like to see that put into service in Train Some World or something. It's pretty slick. But all of them kind of have this free walking, car to car setup in the train, like they have here on the H type or the Class H. And I found out this is called a gangway connection. And that's kind of like, if you look outside, like these flexible connectors like that make that possible. Kind of what I was joking with Daffy's about last week, calling it, the bendy train, kind of similar to like what he drives in Amnesty, what I call the bendy bus.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
All this German stuff seems so clean, safe, efficient. Yeah, the German stuff is pretty slick. But I mean that setup in the back, that's becoming pretty common from what I've been reading. They now have that on the London Underground on the S Class. Apparently, the newer upcoming New York City subways are going to have that. And I don't have a link for the specific stock that they're going to be using. So yeah, that's becoming pretty common now, and I'd never seen it until I started playing this game. Gangway connections. That's pretty slick. But they said it's safer for passengers because they can move from car to car and not have to worry about literally falling out of the train and stuff like that. And the reason they kind of use that setup on metropolitan buses.
Mehringdamm, Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts.
Is because it actually increases the capacity of the buses. The buses can actually hold more passengers with that setup. But they say it makes it harder for the bus drivers. They have to have specially trained bus drivers to maneuver those. Oh, and the buses, they call them articulating buses. But yeah, same type of setup, kind of, the bendy, flexible connections, and it's easier to walk between them and stuff like that. So some slick stuff, I mean, for people who are interested in, engineering and stuff like that, which I am, like I like all that kind of stuff. I mean, I was an engineering major in college, so I've kind of always been into that type of stuff in general.
Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Alright, so I'm running a little behind schedule. Let me see if I can catch up. Because I'm running my mouth. Schnauzer Power says, meanwhile here in Florida, giant, massive, smoky, loud commuters. Yeah. You like the flex train, trademark. Yeah, I kind of still like the bendy trains and the bendy buses. Bam Bam, thank you for the host. Appreciate it.
Stern. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Alright, so even though the lights are working with me now, still running a little bit behind schedule.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
But yeah, like I think I said last week, the one tough thing about this particular route, the Berlin Underground. Thanks, Bam Bam. But the tough thing about this route is kind of once you fall behind, it's very difficult to make up the schedules. The schedules don't have a lot of slack in them. And especially if you try to maintain your speed limits also, you know. But I'm getting better overall at maintaining my schedules. It's just, you know.
Hermannplatz. Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
All right, so we came in about a minute late. That's not too bad from end to end. It's still way better than the schedules I had been running. All right, so that's the first leg of our shuttle run. Let's see, so I need to shut down the cab here. The doohickey is off. The brake controller is off. Speed control is off. All right, so I should be able to get out. And now, thanks to the what'd you call it, Schnauzer Pals? Now, thanks to the flex train, the smooth modern flex train, which this is a pretty slick train, and it is a nice model if you compare it to the link on Wikipedia that I linked. I'm actually more impressed with it. More impressed with the model after actually looking at the articles about it online. But yeah, thanks to the bendy train or the flex train, I can just walk smoothly from end to end.
Einsteigen bitte.
All right, instrumentation on, cab light on, turn the headlights on, which is one thing I tend to forget. Preset my speed. Did I have to turn the inside lights back on? Yes. It is a weird thing. When you switch cabs, by the time you get to the other cab, for whatever reason, the game automatically turns off the interior coach lights, even though you don't turn them off. So that's kind of odd. So let's see. We can depart in about 15 seconds.
Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
And we'll see how many legs we get on this particular shuttle service. Because like I said, when I first figured out how to finish them offline, no worries, thanks, King. Well, we will get to it, King. It's just, you know, just a matter of overall time for me. Like I said, the more work takes up my weekends, the less time I have in general. You know. Bam Bam says, happy first day of summer, everyone. Yeah, that's right, Bam Bam. Same to you, thanks. It is the first day of summer. But yeah, it's just the more work weekends get taken up, it's just the less time I really have to kind of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Diversify my stream, unfortunately. Because, you know, as everybody who streams here knows, like, you know, Schnauzer Powers or Daffies or Nudes or Dudes, you know, the streaming is just as much,
Südstern. Ausstieg rechts.
you know, prepping as it is actually streaming itself. So it takes, you do spend a good amount of time offline kind of doing things to set your stream up and to prep it and improve it, and, you know, making sure your games work and your streaming software works, and, you know, there's a lot into it. So, like, for example, as I've mentioned in the past, King, it's like one of the reasons I hadn't been streaming City Skylines lately is because I haven't actually been watching a lot of City Skylines offline. And I have some YouTubers that I follow on a regular basis who are really top-notch City Skyline streamers. So or not streamers, but YouTubers, you know, players, broadcasters, whatever. So I feel like I learn new things and I can bring that to my own stream, you know, rather than just kind of, you know, hunting, pecking through the game always, you know, all the time, which is, you know, not always a bad thing to do. And it, you know, just kind of increases the quality of my stream. And I just haven't had time to even do that lately, you know. So that's kind of why City Skyline has been more on the back burner. And it's not because I'm giving up on it or I don't enjoy it still, but there has to be kind of some growth to it for me to continue to do it, you know. And it's just hard for me to kind of find the time to set up and feed into that to improve my stream of it.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg rechts.
So that's kind of what's going on there, King. But, you know, we will get back to it at some point. Because I do like it. I just need to spend more time on it, and time is just short for me.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Sadly. Thanks to work and with, you know, some of the new, like I said, the personal things going on with me lately that I got to deal with, I just don't know where I'm going to find more time. Nude says, very true, yeah, Nudes. I mean, you know, a lot of you folks have been doing it a lot longer than me, like Nudes, Daffies, Scott when he was streaming, you know. And even like, you know, Rabin and Blackstone Nova, you know, I learned from those guys, you know.
Nieringdamm. Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg links.
I mean, Rabin and Blackstone are big role models to me as far as streamers.
Einsteigen bitte.
And, you know, I know a lot of people ask me, you know, why don't I stream more during the week? And not the whole reason, but part of the reason is because I like to watch those guys, you know, also.
Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
And not just because I enjoy their streams, as we all do, but because I learn from them as well. So, Daffy says you only learn how not to do it on your stream. No, Daffy's way too modest. way too modest. Daffy says OG. But you know, I mean, everybody has a different way of doing streams, you know. Everybody has a different style, you know, and I just learned from a lot of different types of styles, you know. But, you know, time. It's just time. Everything is time. How much time do you have to do anything?
Vulkanbrücke. Übergang zur U1. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
I did open the doors, right? I did.
Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
All right, so that's it. That's 2 legs complete. So I think last week when we were trying to... Hey! Crap, I fell out of the... Oh, that's cute. Did you see that? It glitched out. Oh, that's not a good sign. But last week when I was trying to finish this, I think we're up to 5 legs before I screwed up and spad. And that was kind of the longest I had ever went trying to finish this mission.
Einsteigen bitte.
So we'll see how many we get tonight. Oh, cameras do not want to cooperate tonight. Schnauzer Power says, saw Daffy's for the first time the other day. Good music taste. Yeah. Schnauzer Power said, I would watch you stream paint drying, Coach. Thank you, Schnauzer Powers. Well, you know, if you watched any part of my my very first Berlin Underground stream 2 weeks ago, that's exactly what it was like. It was like watching paint dry, because all you really saw for like the first 2 hours was me read the manual, push a button, try a control, see if it worked, read the manual again, try another control. I mean, that's literally what I did. So, I mean, I felt like I wasn't giving people a good value for their streaming minute there. But no, you guys are all so cool. You know, you this is such a cool community that I feel privileged to be a part of, and I appreciate all you guys being here. And I mean, you're all, you know, terrific streamers in your own rights. So, I appreciate all y'all. All right, away we go. Only 30 seconds late. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on this leg. Keep it on schedule. I mean, but we were only a minute late on the last leg, so that's not too bad.
Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte.
Hey, at least it wasn't IKEA instructions. Yeah.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Dang Landy says, okay, I'm out. I'm gonna hit that pillow. All right, Andy. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out, man. Hope you sleep well, and have a good evening and a good weekend. But I don't know, Snazzy Pies. It might be a little bit weird. I usually do okay with IKEA instructions. But then again, like I think I said, I did study mechanical engineering in college, so maybe you have to be an engineer to do well with IKEA instructions. I don't know.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg links.
All right, running about a minute behind again.
Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
We got a chair, a simple chair. Says Snarlisher Powers. Took me 3 hours. Daffy says, so did I. Oh, God. Well, I don't know that I've ever put together an IKEA chair. I mean, I think most of the time I buy things like storage units or, you know, bookshelves, like the ones behind me, in fact. Those are all IKEA units. Dressers, you know, things like that.
Südstern. Ausstieg links.
But no, I don't think I've tried any, like, heavy furniture, like, couches or even armchairs or anything like that.
Einsteigen bitte.
Oh, Daffy's, you studied mechanical engineering. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I knew that. I think we talked about that before.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah, because I remember noting that we had similar backgrounds, that we both studied engineering and we both work in IT. King says IKEA stuff is cheaply made, pure junk, yeah. Didn't want to get hands dirty. Right. Well, you know, King, it's a matter you get what you pay for, right? And I'm not particularly discriminating about my furniture, especially if it's cheap furniture. I just needed to hold my stuff, and if it falls apart, it's cheap enough that I go out and buy something else. So.
Hermannplatz. Ausstieg zur U8. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
I think it's different when you're married, and you know, if particularly, you know, your spouse is kind of.
Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
More particular, you know. So. Uh-oh. Hey, what happened? The game crashed. Oh, man. The face I just made, yeah, because it surprised me. The game crashed. Oh, well. Boy, that mission is cursed, man. All right, let's try the shuttle again. Schnauzer Power says, box spring mattress floor done. When? Right? Hey, you know what, Schnauzer Powers? I went through my mattress on the floor phase. I mean, it was back in college. My first apartment in college was like that. I didn't care at all. Didn't bother me one bit. But now, when I got married, my wife, of course, would not. She wasn't having that. So that was the end of that. All right. Let's see. What time do we have here? All right, 7:28 in game. We're due for a 7:30 departure. All right. Let's get some lights. Let's turn on the coach lights. All right. Preset my speed. Charge the brakes. Set the destination display. Shuttle service. All right. All right, good to go in about 40 seconds. Couch, don't do it. Yeah, you're right, Daphne. Daffy says no IKEA for Sharon. No, I bet. How is Sharon anyways? Daffy says shooting new movies, doing good. Can't spell. Let's see. Alright, time to go. Did I open the doors even? I did not even open the doors. We got a few seconds.
Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Alright, set the throttle, click the doohickey, away we go. That's alright, Daffy. You never have to worry about spelling in my chat, because I speak chatese, so spelling doesn't count. Schnauzer Power says time to walk the dog. All right, Schnauzer Powers. I mean, I think we all do at this point, right, Daffies? We all kind of have that automatic computer in our mind that adjusts chat typos, right? True, yeah.
Mehringdamm. Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Whee!
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Is King still hanging out? King, you still there? You are. How'd your week go, King? Did you start your new gig this week? Or is that maybe not till next week? Maybe you had a week off.
Südstern. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Next week? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you had a nice low-stress week this week.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Hopefully.
Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
All right, so is that our first leg since I restarted? I kind of lost track already.
Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle
My laps are starting to run together.
auszusteigen.
I think that's my first lap. All right. Okay. Doors are open. Yes.
Einsteigen bitte.
All right, departure in about a minute. King says, true, other than bringing no money home right now, yeah. Yeah, that week of transition, I understand. Daffy says it is. It is my first lap, I take it you mean? Thanks, Daffy.
Einsteigen bitte.
Alright, is there anything else I need to do? Turn on the coach lights? Yes, I did. This is a nice model they have. I mean, especially when you compare it to those pictures in the links. I mean, the interior looks exactly like this. I mean, it looks exactly like this. They did a really nice job.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
All right, and away we go. Determined to finish this time. We're going to finish a shuttle service. We are going to finish it this time. Come on, game, you hear me? We're going to finish this time. Because my community deserves it. I'm trying to show you off, game. Work with me here.
Südstern. Ausstieg rechts.
And we're trying to upgrade to professional grade services here. Come on, game. Work with me.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Just like GMC, right, Daffy? We're trying to get professional grade here. At least that's what I call it. It is a nice model, though. I'm very impressed with it.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte.
Welcome back, Schnauzer Powers. Muggy as heck out. Like soupy air. Oh, I know that feeling.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah, it's been like that here, too. It's been very, very humid. But, I mean, we've been getting so much heavy rain, it's hard for it not to be that humid, I guess.
zur U6. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yep, going for professional grade service. Professional grade, just like GMC. Trying anyway. And even got the voice announcements in German down now. At least I hope so. Do I, Daffys? I don't think I'm missing too many announcements. I think I got the announcements right. I feel like I got them down.
Möckernbrücke. Übergang zur U1. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Alright, that's 2 laps. Doing good? Thanks, Daffys. I almost feel like I'm maybe learning the phrases. Oh, damn it, it happened again. I'm not sure what that is, but there's something glitched where I'm falling out of the cab. That's not cool. Look at that. Alright. I don't know what that is. But I'm also not even sure there's anything I can do about that. I mean, this is an older game engine, some weird stuff happening.
Einsteigen bitte.
You and the train have become one. Well, that's going to be a strange relationship. I'm a trained minotaur. There you go. All right, 30 seconds to departure.
Ausstieg links.
Whoops, wrong button.
Einsteigen
Damn it, I was
bitte.
doing so well, too. Trainatar. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea for a streaming logo there. Or actually, you know what, Schnauzer Paws? Maybe you should use that. You were talking about what ideas can you come up with for your first emote. Maybe you can have a trained minotaur. Up, time to go.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
I didn't charge the brakes either. Oh well, charge the brakes while I'm closing the doors. BRB, okay, Daffys. I mean, it's just an idea. I don't know how that will work. I mean, one of the toughest things about coming up with your emotes is having ideas that work well at small scale. You know? Like, I mean, I have 3 emotes that I think work pretty well in general. But the third one, not the third one, actually the first 2, now that I think about it, I had a problem with, I actually did a couple redrafts on both of them because they worked pretty good at the large scale and the medium scale. But the small scale, I was losing something in translation just a little bit. Those are pretty good, thanks. I drew them myself, actually. I mean, I've always been pretty good with, like, you know, Photoshop and graphics programs.
Miriam-Damm. Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts.
And I know a couple pretty good artists who take commissions, like there's one that hangs out on Raven Zero Stream on Zero Gravity Theater. Actually there's a couple that he knows. I kind of socked away their contact information. There's one that Positive Left uses for her emotes. I socked away that information. But I decided to kind of take a crack at it myself because I know I have some basic graphic skills, and I think they turned out pretty good. But it took me a couple drafts to get the first two to come out right at small scale. And that was before you could really kind of click on the emote in chat and get a larger scale of it. You know? So that's the hard thing. So even if you did decide to try to use Trainatar, for example, you're going to need a really good artist who can kind of make that work at small scale. Would be my only, you know. I don't know if I want to say caveat, but that would be the one thing you might have some frustration about. You'll be doing Microsoft Paint? Hey, don't knock Paint, man. Everybody kind of has to use Paint every now and then.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg.
I mean, I still use Paint at work for various things. Don't really have much of a choice.
Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
But yeah, I mean, half the battle is just coming up with ideas. And even after you have ideas, then the next battle is, will that work at small scale, you know?
Südstern. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Invaluable MS apps, you use Notepad a lot. Yeah, I do too.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Right.
Hermannplatz. Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
All right, what is that? 1, 2, 3 laps. 3 laps done. All right. Lights out. Pop the doohickey, yes. Turn off the brake controller, turn off the throttle. And that should be that. Swap ends. Oh, damn. Did I run that leg forgetting to turn my coach lights on? I think I did. All right, charge the brakes.
Einsteigen bitte.
Lights on. Turn on the coach lights this time. Sure, my passengers would appreciate that. Welcome back, Daffies.
Einsteigen bitte.
You know what? I'm not sure I'm hitting the right number of... hitting my markers right. How many cars do I have? 4 or 6? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have 6 cars. I thought I had 4. I could have sworn the shuttle service was 4 cars. I guess it can randomly change the number of cars. I didn't realize that. All right, time to go.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
All right, so let me see. We're starting 1, 2, 3. Leg number 4. Lap number 4.
Südstern. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Oh, wait, I'm a little early for a change. I was about to leave early. All right, we can leave now. Rip Schnauzer Powers.
Gneis Eisenaustraße. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte.
Bam Bam, how'd your World of Subways 4 run go?
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Not bad? Cool. I thought that win celebration was for you. Because I certainly haven't done anything special yet. If we can get through this service, then maybe I deserve a win, but not so far.
Mehringdamm. Übergang Ausstieg links. U6. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
A little bit late here. Long cycle, too.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try World of Subways 4 soon. I mean, we're getting this down pretty good. So, I might try World of Subways 4 maybe next week. I don't know if I have time this weekend, but I might try it next week.
Möckernbrücke. Übergang zur U1. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Oh, wait. I made the mistake again. I'm thinking I have 4 cars when I have 6.
Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Come up a little short on my marker.
Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Alright, pop the doohickey. Turn off the brakes. Lights out. Turn off the throttle. So it's that four laps. Let's see what happens here. One more lap, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4 laps. Hey, what do you know? I didn't fall out of the train that time. Daffy says you'll like it. Okay. Schnauzer Power says 4 is nice, but the only one you really have any experience in. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Schnauzer Powers, because you said you're having trouble running 3, right? Which is unfortunate. Alright, lights. Lights. Doors open? Doors are still open.
Einsteigen bitte.
All aboard. Depart in 55 seconds. Charge the brakes. Preset the throttle.
Einsteigen bitte.
Turn the lights on. I think I've been forgetting to turn my headlights on.
Einsteigen bitte.
But yeah, from what Scott told me, him saying that this one was so bad, he refunded it because he couldn't figure out how to get the trains to move. I mean, I think now we got operations going pretty good on this, so I feel like if I can climb the learning curve on this one, I should do pretty good on number 4. You know, the NYC one. Yeah, you'll have to tinker with 3 again soon. Yeah, it's not surprised. Let me know, man, because I think I got it running pretty good on my system. So if I can give you any specific help, just drop me a PM, or a DM and let me know. I'll see if I can help you figure something out. Daffy says 4 has a nice tutorial. Yes, it actually has a tutorial. How about that, right? Except Daffy's Schnauzer Power has to... I mean, it's kind of a spoiler. I probably shouldn't say anything, but he's got to put up with... what's his name? Danny. He has to put up with Danny. Oh, you'll meet Danny, Schnauzer Powers. You'll love Danny. Yowza. Wowza, rather. Good old Danny.
Mehringdamm. Übergang zur U6. Ausstieg rechts. Einsteigen bitte.
Why am I behind schedule already? I didn't leave that late. I only left like about 10 seconds after the departure time. That's kind of weird.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
I think it's that speed limit restriction coming down the hill back there. It's kind of tough. Schnauzer Power says the office people. Oh, hang on. I'll catch up on the next stop. I see I missed some stuff.
Gneisenaustraße. Ausstieg links. Einsteigen bitte.
Let me see what I miss. Schnauzer Power said, compared to watching you do this one setup, 4 will be a walk in the park. Oh, okay. No pressure, right? Bam Bam agrees. Oh, the office people he agrees with. Okay.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Yeah, doing pretty good on this one. I mean, this is only the third weekend, so a couple weeks to climb the learning curve. But I think we're making good progress. I even figured out how to tame the traffic lights that were working against us. So. Yeah, that was all in settings. But I think it's like Daffy said, I think something was lost in translation in the settings as far as what they were actually expected to do.
Südstern. Ausstieg links.
But I think we got them set right now.
Einsteigen bitte.
Alright, running about 2 minutes behind schedule now. More like a minute and a half. And I don't remember when we finish this how much on-time performance counts in the report card. Because I know the report card for this is a little bit different than the other service types or mission types. So it might not quite count as much. As Power said, you've gotten 2 random services under your belt. No story missions. Asking Daffy's if those are any good. Oh, okay. Daffy says you haven't done missions either. Oh, okay.
Übergang zur U8. Ausstieg links. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen. Dieser Zug endet hier. Wir bitten alle Fahrgäste auszusteigen.
Boy, still emptying out. That was a lot of passengers that time. So let me see. That was lap 5. Let's see what happens now. There it is. We finally got the report card for the shuttle mission. Haha. So let's see. Overall, 83%. Target time was missed by 5 minutes. On-time performance rated 33%. Thank you, Bam Bam. Earned it that time, finally. GG, thank you, Schnauzer Powers. Thank you. Thank you, Bam Bam. So yeah, 33% on-time performance. Very hard to do on time on that shuttle run. So I have to work on that a little bit more. I don't know if it's possible or not. Passenger comfort stays 100%, so at least none of my passengers spilled their coffee. What? Stuck to the speed limit 40%. Destination display was completed. And the one that I always get read up to this point on my I don't know how clearly you guys can see this, but on my report cards, not completed, it says no help via route monitor. So I think in general there's a bonus where they're trying to encourage you to drive HUD free, basically. So there's like 4 different components to your HUD. There's like the clock, There's the destination board, there's the route monitor, and there's the station monitor. So according to that, if you can drive without the route monitor, they'll give you an extra bonus. So far, the highest report card that I've ever gotten for anything is 91%. Welcome back, Scott. And the only thing I got wrong on that one report card was that. Well, not that I got it wrong, but it said no help via route monitor not completed. So the only way you can kind of get a 100% report card is to drive, HUD free, at least without that component of the HUD. But yeah, I've gotten up to 91%, I believe. Let me see if I can find it, actually. Because I know I did a screenshot of it. So yeah, if you guys can see that, yeah, I think that works. So everything here was 100%. Everything was completed. The only thing that wasn't completed, no help via route monitor. Overall grade came out as 91%. So that was a run from one of the smaller services. So yeah, it seems like unless you run HUD free, the only way you can get 100% report, that's the only way you can get 100% report card. The highest it looks like theoretically possible is 91%. So I will say that's a better report card than you can get with World of Subways 3 to London Underground, because that damn grader, that thing's the hardest grader. Because it dings you on things that you did right. So I don't know if that's considered to be a bug or whatever, but you just can't get good report cards on that game. But still fun to play, though. Donna says, been here for a while, but lurking. Right. Yeah, I don't even say welcome back anymore, Donna, because I know exactly how you roll. Let me see. Donna also said, if you drove HUD-free on TSW, you'd have to wear your magnifying glasses to see the lights and signs. Yeah. Yeah, HUD-free is tough. Technically, I've been able to do it on a couple routes, but there's some routes that, and it's not just the routes, but it's also the train, the way the cab is set up in some cases. It's almost impossible in some cases. Donna said you did great, Koja. You need a gold star sticker on your forehead. Thanks, Donna. Donna said teacher would give you a gold star. You got those in first grade when you got A's. Gold star in the middle of your forehead? Well, I'm sure you get gold stars in other places, Donna, now, right? All right. Or a good job stamp. All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. And I'll see whoever's there for XCOM tomorrow night. All right, guys. Thanks. Take care. Have a good night.